Hey, what is up everybody? It's the one and only Scott Orris here, and I'm bringing you a cool little Transformers review. So here I got this Autobot Drift from the News Robots in Disguise Transformers line. And if some of you guys do or don't know, this guy is actually from the new cartoon series Transformers Robots in Disguise, the new 2015 one, not that old one. But yeah, so basically this is actually Drift from the new cartoon that they just released in 2015. They already released the toys and a couple of episodes, which looks really awesome, and I can't wait to keep watching more of those episodes. But anyways, let's get started with this review. So anyways guys, here is the new packaging. As you guys can see, there's some cool drawing of Drift right there, looking really cool, right next to that Robots in Disguise stamp, which is really cool, the new symbol for it. And then you guys can see Drift in his little clamshell packaging with his two weapons, his swords, and on the side reads Transformers on the side. And then you guys can see him in his car mode right there in the bottom left, which reads Autobot Drift for ages 6 and up by Hasbro. And then if you turn to the side, guys, you guys can see another cool little drawing of Drift right there, looking really nice. And then you turn it to the back, you guys can see Autobot Drift in his robot mode and car mode. His instructions are now on the back and not on a piece of paper. And if you guys download this app, you guys can scan his little tag on the front and do some cool stuff. And then there's all this other stuff, warnings and labels, no small pieces, all that cool stuff. And you guys can see that cool little Transformer stamp right there, right next to the Hasbro sign. I don't know, I'm really kind of liking how they put the new instructions on the back. Way cool. Way cool. You only can do 7 steps to transform this guy in, which is really cool. And there's Drift again, and his car mode. So let's open this guy up.
Autobots, roll out!
Alright guys, so I got Drift out of packaging and he looks freaking amazing! I don't know why, but I really like this orange and black, and it looks really cool. And a little Autobot stamp on the middle of his chest just really kills it. Let's not forget about his swords. Them things looks really cool and sharp. I'm really liking this black and orange again though. It's like bringing out the figure a lot. And then that cool face head sculpt thing, just really awesome. Like little helmet look, and you know, these things up there, really cool. The orange, and I guess you could call that red, is really cool. And you guys can't really see his face. He has some blue eyes and a cool little sculpted mustache on there. Really gives him a cool samurai look. I'm really liking that. And just a cool little basic overlook of this guy. Really nice. Oh, that orange and black is just so awesome. Really cool. I'm really liking it. It's like a cool little sleek look to this guy. I don't know why. Really cool. Nice. But anyways, for some articulation of the use, his little arms are like on these cool little hinges that go in and out, which are really cool, and they can go back and forward and actually do a cool little 360, but I don't like doing that with my figures. And then if you guys come to the side, he has this cool little arm joint that's like 3-way, I guess, and you know, you guys can kind of bump it down, then bump it back up. It's weird. It's really cool. That was my phone going off, by the way. And then, you know, his hands can go in and out, which is really cool. And they have this cool little swivel joint right there. Same on the other side. It can go 360. And, you know, in and out. Really cool. Swivel joint right there on his bicep. And he has a cool little, I guess, slingy joint, I guess. I don't know. And then his hands can go in and out, which is really cool. And then his head is actually just on a swivel joint. You can't really have him go looking up or down or anything, which is not that bad. And if you come down to this waist part, he has it actually on this little swivel thing where he can go 360, which is actually part of his transformation, which I really like that for some reason. Ever since I've seen Ratchet do that in the movie, it was like, oh my god. And then he has these cool little skirt pieces that actually can, you know, be adjustable and all that stuff, where it holds his 2 swords. We'll get into that in a minute. And if you look right here, his legs are on ball joints and actually have a little swivel joint right here at the thigh piece, which makes his legs can actually go 360. And he has a cool little motion like that because it's on a ball joint too. And it bends at the knee, and he has some cool feet articulation, I guess you guys could say, which is also kind of part of his transformation. And he has these cool little back windshield pieces that help him stand up. You know, really neat that. And then again for the same side, ball joint right there, swivel, and that thing. Knee joint thing, and hand or foot articulation, which is really cool. So if you guys do or do not know about Drift, he's mostly into, you know, I guess you guys could say hand-to-hand combat or sword-to-sword combat, something like that. He's more of a warrior. He doesn't really use guns as much anymore. There's a whole cool little backstory if you guys don't know. And so basically, let's just get into his swords. You guys can actually pull them out of these cool little holsters, I guess I'll call them. I think they're called like sheaves or chevs or something like that, but I don't know what they're called. But you guys can actually pull them out. There's actually a really cool tight fit. I really like that. I don't know why, but you know, they're just cool. These cool little black swords. Let me readjust for you guys. These cool black swords, really really nice. I guess you guys could just say a solid shine to the black. Really cool. I'm really liking them. They're actually pretty, you know, adorable. Not that soft rubbery stuff that we all don't like. You know, for as real action figure killer, you're like, what's. And cool thing about these things is they actually fit into his hands. Oh my god. So if you guys want, you guys can take one sword and pop it into his hand right here. It just slides in. Really has a cool grip or tight fit to it. And you guys can go to the other hand and pop that in here like that. And you guys have Drift armed and ready for combat, and it really looks cool. You know, you guys can put them in cool poses and all that cool stuff. Just a really nice action figure. And these swords, I don't know, I love these swords, and that orange and black is just killing it for me. So time to transform this guy. So basically what you want to do is get his cool looking swords out of his hands real quick. It's actually a quite easy transformation. Basically what you do is you guys can get the figure, you guys can do this right here, you guys can come around here, actually go to the bottom, fold his feet in. That's what I like to do. This is the easiest part of it. Fold his feet in, then go up here, kind of do the little slinky thing with his arms, where they like this. If you guys can see that, it's like a little slinky thing right there. You guys can just do that. It's weird. That's what I was trying to say. And I'll just show you guys again. Go right here. See this right here? And you guys kind of push. Oh, why is it not doing it? Okay, here we go. Oh, my bad. I was going the wrong way. You push up and back. So there you go. It pops into there. And then you guys can actually do this little 360 thing, because that's the way it is supposed to be done. Then you guys pull up this little piece right here. Make sure his arms are still out, and then pull down his little hood piece right here. It'll pop in like that, which is really cool. Then you guys, if you want, get these two little hand pieces, fold them down. They're not all the way down, but kind of down. And then you guys get these two little hand pieces. Make sure his skirt pieces are actually closed on them. Yeah, I messed up that one first part, so you guys can actually close this all down together already. Pop that together, and there's like these two little hinge tabs right here that his arm thing connects into, so make sure those things just pop in right there. And then for the final process, you guys can actually try and make sure these things are closed by clicking his feet in. They have a tab right there. You just click the feet in, make sure these side panels stay clicked in. It's just coming apart on me. Make sure those side pieces go in like so. I don't know why it keeps popping out for me. Down manufacturer, and then you guys can get this cool little hood piece and just pop it down like so. Make sure these two pieces, these things always come undone, so don't, you know, just unplug the legs, come up to right here, plug them back in, and it all just seems to fall into place. Pop in the arms again, those things come popped out, I don't know why. And then you have this cool looking Tron car. And also don't forget, he does have some weapon storage if you want to get this sword. These little tabs right here, place that right there, like so, and they just pop in like that. Then you get the other one, get that, pop in like so, and just, you know, there's a little tight fit. And there you guys have the Tron Drift, which looks freaking awesome. I don't know why, but this car really just gives me a cool little Tron feel. I'm really liking this orange again. I don't know if it's showing up as orange to you guys, but it's orange, black, and has these cool black tires with the black rims. Just really cool. I think it's still like a, what do you call it? I cannot remember the name of the car, but you know, the car that was in Age of Extinction, you know, Drift. The same kind of car, just a futuristic look, and it just looks really amazing. You guys can see all that cool detail into there. Really cool. Not, you know, not too light, not too heavy. I like the weight of this car. It's really, really nice. You guys can see that. Got this cool little striping right here. It's kind of red in there, which looks really, really cool. Just amazing. And then if you guys look on the front, you guys can see it's kind of almost like his helmet. You know, the two blue eyes and a little crest thing that was on top, which looks really, really cool. And it actually rolls pretty good, and, you know, doesn't like have one wheel on, or, you know, two wheels on the ground and two wheels off the ground. It rolls really pretty good. And for some cool little size comparison and stuff, here we have Drift right next to Future Drift, I guess you guys could say. You know, both almost the same car, just I guess a nice little bulkier feel to this animated version rather than the real life likeness version, I guess. So you guys can see they're both right next to each other, and this guy is actually a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger body. The height is, you know, kind of the same. Height to it is kind of the same. His spoiler is a little bit bigger. He has almost no spoiler, and he's just a little bit longer, and the colors are way opposite. He's blue and a different kind of blue. He's orange and black. And I don't know, I like this one kind of better than this one, but this one has some cool little painted in headlights, which really rocks. But they all kind of, you know, feel the same look, if you guys can see that going on. You know, he has his rims painted. You know, it's just animated version versus real life version. So you guys, I guess you can't really compare that. And last but not least, here's some size comparison next to Age of Extinction's Drift, the helicopter one, and the car mode, and my Toy World Bumblebee and Black Series 6-inch Han Solo. So as you guys can see, Drift is a little bit shorter than Drift and taller than Bumblebee and shorter than Han Solo. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. This is Scott Orr saying peace out. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Subscribe.